Hello everybody, I'm Jeff, I'm a wizard, I read cards and I make pick a card videos, and now I want to do one with the subject compliments, presents, candy. Do you like compliments? Do you want some presents? Do you want some candy? Then look no further, I have 4 candies to choose from. I'm going to try to show them, but this is like super duper difficult for some reason. So I have number 1 here, this green candy. Little flower. Number 2, this cola bottle. Number 3, this heart. Number 4, this little orange miracle candy starfish surprise deluxe. Alright, so I have these 4 candies. You choose the candy that speaks out to you the most. So if I gave you these 4 and I ask you, like, you only can eat one, which one would you eat? Okay? Oh my god, I just saw my face here. It looks so weird, distorted in the gold. So, you choose your candy, then you go to the description box and the comment section. There will be a link, a blue link. You click that and then you can go immediately to your card reading, especially for you, where you will get nice compliments and a present. You know, I'm going to try to give you the candy in the spiritual way. Also, I'm going to eat the candy, and this is a new form of divination I think I'm inventing. By tasting the candy, I'm going to tell you your future or help you manifest positive things, okay? Yes, I'm that powerful. Here we go. Okay, thank you. We start with group 1, as we always do. That's why the number 1 was invented. I know, that's deep, right? I'm going there. Let's go. Number 1. So you have chosen the green little heart. How's a little bit? Ooh. The green, no, the green heart. Blah blah blah. What am I saying? Okay. I'm already associating green with the heart chakra. I've become that spiritually brainwashed. So this is just whoa. Okay. I need to calm myself, we're not gonna get through this. So this is a nice green little candy with the shape of a flower. So I'm going to eat it now. What do you taste like? Like, you know that good effect where it's like exactly that sweet and that flavor you want, but then more, like very strong. It's a bit sour. It's a bit sour. Okay. I could say a lot about that, but I'm not going to. We're going to read your card first. Read your cards. Okay, no. I have, using my Red Sonia cards, I have your High Priestess. Okay. Number 2. Good candy, really good candy. I like you, I like you. And I have this Page of Wands. And Strength card with them on its head. Okay. And I have 2 of these bicycle cards, just because I wanted to add a little something something. 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords for me, reversed. This already, when I was shuffling it, this card like sort of presented itself to me. So I think this was a trigger warning for me. So this was to help me like get me prepared. It's like, we're going into this, don't get upset, okay? So the same for you. 3 of Hearts, heartache. Don't be scared. I'm going to give you compliments, right? And a nice present, okay? So, I'm still eating your candy, it's really nice. So, what I already know is you are just as sweet as you look like, and even more. So you deliver. So, when you promise me something, you get it done and you do it right, something like that. Or like, you're hard to get, but when we finally like do have 6, it's really good. Like, it's better than you expected, than I expected. Will it be better than you expected? Who knows? You're a heartbreaker. Ah, it's you. You're No, that's not the point. Yeah, yes you are. I mean, you're very attractive, you're very strong. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody. You are fine on your own. You have a strong intuition for sure, like the High Priestess. That's why she's here. But what is this card trying to say? She's looking at the 9. Ah, that's what you are. Okay, this is the compliment. This is the compliment. So forget yeah, you're very attractive and maybe a heartbreaker. I don't judge. But that's not the point that the cards are making. The cards are making the point that you are not afraid to look at difficult stuff or say difficult stuff or show your weaknesses, show your problems. You're not afraid to fall. You're not afraid to make a fool out of yourself, or you're not afraid of people judging you, okay? Of course, you're like, you don't want to fail and you want to do good, but when you fail, it's all about you versus you, and really you don't, other people's judgment, it might come up with you, and of course it might affect you, like everybody, you're a human person, just a human person, just to clarify, that is living on Earth. I forgot my point, and it was a good point. Anyways, whatever. You're not afraid of judgment, and the point being is you look good. Like you may have problems, you may are going through difficulties, or people may see you cry or whatever, but you look good doing it. You have grace, you have style, you're not trying to hide anything, you're not afraid of showing this part, and that means that it comes across as very natural, you know? You're not trying to you're not trying to really run away from it. I think everybody wants to keep some emotions inside and doesn't want to overshare, but if you get put in a difficult position, you first of all, you can handle it, you are not afraid of being judged, and you're not afraid to make a mistake, and these things make you just very confident, and it shows. It just shows. That's mostly my point. Okay, you're very strong on your own. Okay, you shine on your own. You are a flower on your own. You don't need anybody's help to be a nice, beautiful flower. You handle your problems alone. You have depth. You have depth. Like this is 3 of Swords card upside. It just means that you have. You've had your share of heartache or difficulties, let's say, but mostly you have a deep feeling level to you. You are interesting, you're deep, you are knowledgeable, you've been through some things, and that shows, you know, when people see you, they see somebody very confident, who's not afraid, who you don't want to mess with, and who won't be, yeah, you don't want to mess with you. And also you look like you would have no problem standing up for yourself. And then even then you have this really strong thing, and I want you to really think about this because you don't realize how strong it is. Let's say like we're in a group of strangers, like all in a circle, and I push you to the middle, right? And put you on the spot, give you difficult questions or something ridiculous to do or whatever. It won't bother you at all. Yeah, you'll feel a bit like uncomfortable or silly or like, why am I doing this? You know, I'm not saying you like it, but you don't feel, you're very strong in that way. A lot of people, if I push them forward in a group or in front of strangers, just shut down, become somebody else. Can't even think straight, become and lose grace a little bit, you know. They become very yeah, like I think you know what I mean. So that's the real cool thing is you are that strong that you don't mind showing your weakness, right? You are that strong of a being that you show your weaknesses, you can show your cards, show people your secrets and handicaps, that doesn't make you any weaker. And that's very intimidating, okay? Other people have to feel like they have to hide or show things better than they are, or manipulate the information that people get to hide these things, and they're worried about that. And if people see some of their weaknesses, I don't know. For you, it doesn't matter. I think I made my point. You're pretty cool, okay? And a little present or secret. In this case, it's a secret because we have the High Priestess here and we all like a secret. I want to share with you is this blade. It's like okay, this little secret or tip or this is going to help you in the future. Whenever you find yourself situations or people don't treat you nicely or rude to you or are just not treating you the way you feel like, remember this. You are meant to fight. Okay? You're not meant to keep your mouth shut and take it. No. You're meant to talk. You're meant to speak up. Defend yourself. You're meant to put people on their place. Okay? You have this power. You can rule justice. Okay? So when people are rude to you, they don't treat you the way you think you deserve, or you feel disrespected in any way, speak up, fight for yourself. You are meant to. You are meant to make noise. You are meant to cut through the bullshit. Okay? You got a very sharp blade. Use it. Okay? You're not meant you're not meant to be backing down at all. Okay? So if you think like, oh my God, I keep coming into this conflict and keep making a mess, or I keep fighting with people. Well, yeah, you're supposed to. You're supposed to be making it difficult for people because you are a fighter in this way, and because you're so strong, you're not hiding anything. You're not hiding yourself. Other people are. So you're the one that's supposed to like snap people into place a little bit, okay? Because people don't mean badly, but they put that image forward so long, they use that mask so long, they're using all these bullshit things so long, they start to believe it. And other people are too kind, they're too polite, they're trying to be nice, or they just think like, oh, well, what do I know? Or, you know, he who is without sin cast the first stone, you know, like they don't speak up, they're looking at themselves because they don't know what is right and wrong, and you do. You have a very sharp sword, use it. And if you like shit ends weirdly with people or they go away from you because you're like this, then stop blaming yourself, because that's the right thing, okay? Like if people go away from you because you speak up for yourself, then they're supposed to go away, okay? Then you just chased off some really bad people. Good job, you're a really nice, sweet candy. And remember that even though you may be a bit of a mess or like fighting or arguing with people a lot, you know, that's the thing. It may seem a bit sour. You have this bit of a sour taste, you know, but you're so sweet. Never forget that. You are so freaking sweet, okay? You're so much more sweeter than the sourness or the difficulties you bring to people. So if people give you the feeling that you cause nothing but problems but fights or are difficult, then they're the problem, okay? That's a little tip I can give you and something you should really take seriously, okay? You are very sweet. Sweeter than you are sour, never forget it, okay? God, that was good candy. Thank you, group 1. I will see you around. Bye. Hello, group 2. Okay, welcome to your reading. First of all, you chose the Coca-Cola candy. Very good choice, very good choice. I was looking at your cards, and before I taste your candy, taste you, let's note that this is half dark, half white. Okay, so this is the glass half full, half empty kind of thing going on. That's important. I'll go into it. First, I need to taste you. Nom, nom, nom. Yeah. Okay, the cool thing about you is you're very mellow, you're very chill, you know? You're sweet, not too sweet, nothing strong sour. The sweetness comes slowly to me. It's like perfect, but it's a slow build, you know? So you're very chill, you're not very adaptable, flexible in your energy. And I don't mean that you're a pushover, I mean that you are this incredibly stable force. So, you know, I'll get into it because I have the death card here. Really cool. Look how she's looking at that skull. Yorick, that's the name in Shakespeare? I don't know, I just want to be nerdy here. Alas, poor Yorick. The point is, in Shakespeare, in the... Oh, I want to say Hamlet, but I'm not that well. I haven't written any Shakespeare really. Anyways, in the play, he's talking to the skull and he's kind of contemplating his own death, his own mortality, okay? And he's kind of coming to grips with that things don't last, that he will eventually perish. And he's kind of, you know, taking the gravity of this. It's kind of like seeing the humor in it, you know? Like, you take one small problem so seriously, but when you think about it, then your life is so short. And this little thing is so little, everything is so passing. It's like ebb and flow, it's like waves. It's a cycle of life that we don't have to get so emotional or stressed about. And you have that feeling very well, you know, like you are like you're standing at the seashore or something, and the waves, like, they wash, they push and pull, but you just stand firmly, okay? You are chill and strong, and you can handle stress, and mostly you're good with change. You are very adaptable in this way. If something falls away, or if things end, you have a good way of dealing with that because you understand the bigger picture very well. So you're very resilient. You're very resilient. You are all about change, okay? You're all about change. And that's why you have these cool abilities. First of all, you don't hide or behind planning, okay? You are very good with spontaneity, or planning it as you go along, or taking things as they come, okay? You don't control things because you know there's no point. You know that. You have this big vision. You are well aware with... Probably you're a Scorpio. Maybe you're a Scorpio. Change. Yeah, you're very mature in that, but also, like, the cool thing is you are... If a plan changes or opportunities come, like, you're the person to see them and to make the most of it. And you have this other ability where, like I just said, is seeing the glass half full. You see the positive in things very well, but it's more like this incredible resilience of bad shit happens to you or somebody ruins your plans. Yeah, that sucks, but you don't sit still. You make the best of it. You know how to make fun. You know how to change it. You know how to turn things around. You know how to, like, you won't sit there crying. You will be like, okay, well, like, how are we going to make this fun? How are we going to turn this around? You see the positives. Or you can see that, oh, these plans didn't go through. Well, you can immediately see why that's a good thing. But that opens up this and this, so we can do that. You know what I mean? You are... you know how to make it fun, you know how to make it good, and you know how to make the best out of a bad situation, okay? And you see the positive. So even, and that's also good, remember that, because that's the way you love people, the way you love things is so strong because you can see through all. Let's say somebody is going through the worst of it, and they're like being the worst part of themselves, and or let's say somebody is so insecure about something, and that's why all their lives they've felt maybe stupid or not talented or not very special. You're the person to see through all that. You see through all this negativity and through all this nonsense, and you see the good things in people. Look, I'm getting emotional. That's unexpected. But I want you to really know how special that is. That you see. It's like, you know what, this is like, you're like cats, like your eyes are so well adapted to the you can see so well in the dark, you know, where other people just see the light go out, you see grace, you see possibilities, you see options, okay? And you, in people, you see, when people go dark, you still see the gray, okay? Fuck. That's weird. And that's very, very special, okay? You can see opportunities, you can see chances, you see beauty where other people would just walk past something, right? That's also because you're not afraid to look at things. You're not afraid to face your nightmares. You're not afraid to face the dark stuff. That's very Scorpio again. You don't run away from your fears or other people's dark side, okay? And that's also why I would want to be in a relationship with you, because you want to know people whole. You see them as they are. You see the whole picture. You see the dark, the white, and you love them as a whole, okay? And you think that is so that is normal, and that because for you, you just see everything, or you see so well in the dark, so you I can't tell you how much better that makes your life. You have no idea, because so many people don't see all these colors and don't see all these good things because they're so afraid not looking at the bad things, or they're blinded by the light. You know, that happens. I don't blame these people because that's very normal. If a bright light suddenly shines at you and you're in the dark a long time, you get blinded and it hurts and you have to look away. Or when suddenly the light is very bright and the light goes out, we all have this moment of we don't see anything. So we panic, right? You don't panic. You like instinctively immediately know that your eyes are gonna adapt. You're just waiting. You just... And you also get blinded by the light, but you not so often, because you're a bright light yourself. So you are accustomed to the light more than a lot of other people. So know that you are living a very rich life, that you're seeing a lot of rich. You know, like it's like you got with you came to this life with your senses a little bit extra heightened, so you could see more, recognize more, also so that you could understand. You know, it's like when these bad things happen to you or change comes, you are built to handle it, because you don't see change as bad things happening or good things happening. You see change as the complex pattern of interlocking things that is moving. You see the whole, you feel that, you have a sense of the whole, of the whole wheel turning, and you understand that you're just a little part. Yeah. You have no problem walking away when something is over, or accepting that. I'm not saying you won't fight for it, that has nothing to do with it, but you have no problem walking away, because again, you see the whole, you know that other things are coming, you know that's a part of life. You know, that makes you so strong as well, because you go on where other people stop, you know? Other people get blinded by the light, they don't see, so they stop, they're afraid, they go back looking for the light. You know. You just instinctively know, no, keep walking. We're in the same hallway, the light is just gone. I hope my analogies are still making sense to you. I think they are, because you're very smart. I don't know if that's true, I just said that so you could understand my nonsense. Okay, thank you. Yeah, And I think that's the nice present I can give to you is the knowledge and also a bit of the task to you that realize when like let's say example of a painting, when you let 100 people look at a painting, you are going to see so much more, you are going to feel so much more, you are going to see things in there that other people aren't. You're gonna see more. I think I've said enough. You know what I mean. You're very cool. Okay. Thank you, group 2. I need to eat more candy. Bye bye. Okay. Let's just go with group 3. I'm just gonna go with it. You have the pink heart. You're soft, sweet, pastelly, mushy. I'm gonna eat your candy, your heart. I'm gonna eat your heart right now. It kind of tastes like the color. I can't tell you why. This is good candy. Yeah, it's very good. A little bit like the first one, like a little edge of sourness. I like your texture. It's bouncy. I like that. I like that. So, what are your compliments? What can I tell you? I have the Hermit, and I'm gonna show you the card under it because it's kind of the same here, right? Same scenario here. You are very smart. There's more like flavor, like fruit, like you know, nice flavor to your candy than the other ones. The other candy were more sweet, just sweet or sour. You know, a bit like generic. And yours had a bit particular, interesting flavor. Like you're deep. Like the same thing here. It's like the flavor is you, like you as a person. It's like, okay, you look at it. It's like great, it's cool. But the longer you look at it, the longer you spend time with you, the more there is, the more depth there is, the more interesting things you find. Okay, so you're a bit of an introvert, I could say in this way. Yeah, but very confident. Okay, it's like you hide away a bit. You're not very. I don't think you're an introvert. I think you are a very social person, but you don't show everything. It's like you show people a person that is that's not, you're not lying or you're not pretending, but you it's like you yeah, you have a big lake with deep waters. Okay, so and you're very good and calm, or like in the sense of at hiding that, or when you show that world to people, when you share that side of you, it's well thought out. You don't just do that unplanned. You're a bit strategic in this way. What you share, who you share. So that's why he's. You have a lot of passion, you have a lot of depth, but you're looking at the sword, right? It's the same here. It's like there's a lot, like you're hiding yourself a bit, and the sword is still in front of you. So you're deep, you're interesting, but a bit guarded. And same here, I think. You know, like she's hiding this big thing behind her. It's upside down. What does that mean? I don't know yet. Then we have the 5 of Cups. It's nice. Rustic. Again, the same story here. Look, you are hiding away your face, your body. I don't know, like what I want to say it, but there's something about you that you have a lot, or you have a lot to share. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer. You have so much to offer. Yes, that's the thing, and that's why but she's upside down again. Okay, the story I get here is you have a lot to offer. You have depth, and I think also you have even a sort of mission almost, or your talent is to bring out the best in people, but also it's like kind of like you're here to sort of silently observe what is going on and then just know how to make it better or change it, and then it's kind of hard to explain you. I mean, that's why I said in the beginning, it's hard to explain you, but you have this cool thing. It's like how do I say this? Like, let's say I would hire you in a company, or I would work with you, and my first impression of you would be just immediately respect, and without you having to say much, without you having to show yourself or explain yourself much or prove yourself, you give off authority, and people trust you and follow you. Okay, and still you have this kind of a bit of a silent approach, and you first observe, and that's the cool thing about you. I think you have a lot of power and a lot to offer you, but it comes across as very soft or non-threatening, because you are this silent power that is really trying to understand the world around it. Okay, there's no sense of pushing or pulling coming from you, so people, and that tricks people a little bit with you, and that's the cool thing about you. It's kind of people get this sense of security or chillness around you. They don't feel like they have to you get them off guard, so you kind of get people to expose themselves, or you kind of are very good at making people feel naturally relaxed to do this. And that's a talent, because actually if people would see how powerful or how smart or how much drive or wealth or power you have, because you have a lot, you have something that's really like, this is normally like sort of the rich man and the beggar. Well, you're the rich man, okay? And you're here this is the story. This is normally a rich man giving to a beggar, and I could tell you a lot of good, negative things about that, or what blah, 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 blah. But that's the cool thing. It's like you are here to be the rich man, to give, but like in the smartest way possible. Like, you're not just gonna give without thinking. You're here to give in the smartest way, like give people tools, support to actually reach something. You know, and you are looking for the places to put the energy, put the work in, put your knowledge in, so that it can really grow. Yeah, and I can't even, it's, the weird thing is, I can't even say what your mission is or the reason behind that, but somehow I don't even think you know. I think you're just doing things instinctively, and actually for you, so I have to say a little bit to you guys that it feels like you do have a bit of an advantageous situation. It's like you came, and that's why this Wheel of Fortune is upside down a bit, is because you don't need to count on luck, you don't need to count on chance or work hard, because it's like you come with something already. You have maybe an inheritance, maybe a lot of money, maybe a lot of natural power. It could be like even like in maybe when you're an athlete, you come with sort of a natural capacity for it. Okay, you get a sort of gift here, and at the same time you also come with this built-in mission with that. And I don't think you really know the end goal, but you do have this strong idea, and that's what's really cool, because I don't know, I can't even explain it, but it's like you come here, let's say you come, like God sends you to earth with like a huge sum of money, and he gives it to you because you're the smartest person to make the most out of that, sort of. You know, it's a simple example. And then you come here and you get all this thing and you don't know much, but you kind of know deep down, sort of, I kind of know what I'm doing. And you're working towards that. And the cool thing about you is that there is, yeah, you're doing something. Let's say you have a job and you're doing a certain function and it seems like you're just doing your thing, but there are, no, you are not. There's a plan, there's a mission, there's a deep levels. On deep levels, you are really working on something, and there is this. Like you have a secret and a secret plan to take over the world. You have a secret plan to take over the world, and I think you need to give yourself a lot more credit for how. First of all, how strong it is what you're doing, how well you're doing, because you are like mastering this. You are like, you're doing so well that even you are kind of minimalizing it, right? But that's a part of your gift. You didn't come here to be not confident, you know? You didn't come here to be full of doubt and to figure yourself out. That's not why you came to this life here. So, you know, that's a part of your gift, but remember that you're doing really well, so you need to keep the right perspective. And also, and then that's maybe what I want to say to you is, I think in some level, it's a bit of a lonely thing you're doing. And it's not easy. It's like you have a long, like let's say you go to, you're a spy and you have to go to another country and you have to do a mission for all your life, you know? It's a lonely, it's a solo thing you're doing in a way, and also because it's hard to explain to people and what this feeling is. You also know that it's, yeah, because you have this, you have the lid is on. You're not sharing your secrets, and you don't have to. That's why I'm a bit impressed by you, because it's a bit of a lonely endeavor, and also I think on a deep level that's maybe why you're so secretive, is because it's like you know what you're doing, but if you would say it out loud, it's like you would lose faith in it. So you kind of know very well to not let anybody look at those plans, because then it becomes so crazy you can't even believe it anymore. I kind of, you know what I mean? So it's a sensitive thing. It's like you are a little bit insecure about it, but that's normally because, like, you know, you are so strong and confident in this, but like any normal person, there's a part of you that doubts. And you are so strong and keeping those doubts at bay because you have to. You're like, you know that. And that's a bit of the tip I can give you is maybe try to separate the doubts about this plan and these deeper things in your life missions or goals or the core of you, but stop pushing those doubts away when it comes to other areas of your life, your relationships or your hobbies or just your looks. I think that's the part. I think you can slowly choose certain areas of your life where you can become a little bit more human and doubtful like the rest of us, okay? Because you're such a fucking powerhouse in a way. That's all I can say. You're like a guy that doesn't look strong, but then he's the strongest of all. Something like that. Thank you, group 3. Cool. See you later. Bye. Bye. Hello, group 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's start. I'm going to eat your special orange wonder candy. Very orangey. Really. Okay. Interesting. I just noticed, I said orangey when I started chewing this, and then my eyes just were drawn to this red, like kind of close to the taste I'm having. I don't know if you've had this, but this is a cool thing that happens when you take certain drugs, for instance, or trip medication, mostly. Your senses get switched. So you would taste what you see. So you would taste the color, or you would smell. You touch something, and the texture, you would smell it, because the wires get crossed. So it's like you're it's hard to explain, but it's like you're seeing cold, you know. It's like it's a really cool thing to experience, because it shows, it's like you translate it to your head to something that you would never do that with, and it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? So that says something about you, like something. Okay, you shouldn't make sense, but you make sense. Things you do shouldn't work, but they work. Something like that. You are badass. Okay, first of all, you are badass. It's kind of like you're doing things that people don't think are possible, or that for other people wouldn't work, and you're kind of looking like, this is kind of like, I see a bit you walking away from the explosion, you know? Or like just doing cool stuff and then looking behind him like, oh yeah, I did that. Just badass. You're badass, and there's this secret, like, not a secret, like something. You have something. People look at you and they just wonder, how did you do? How did she do that? How is that possible? It's almost irritating to people, because they're like, yeah, I get that. It's like when you game, you know, and somebody else is doing way too well, you go like, they're cheating. They must have using cheat codes or have a hacking system. It must be, or I wouldn't be losing, right? You give people that feeling, like you're using cheats, but shows how amazing you are. Same here. I just saw it as like you're in the middle of the air being like, wah, and really looking cool. Same things, like you don't do things and make a mess and then go cry about it, think too much about it. You're not too much in your feelings, you know. You don't sit still. You don't. You kind of rock and roll in this regard, like a bit of a. Yeah, like a brutal almost, I want to say. You know, but in a cool way. It's cool way. It's a very yeah. It's like you have very sensitive, or like sensitive people, and very emotional people, and soft, and who want to you know, make smart moves forward with plans and blah blah blah. You're the opposite. You're like and you know it deep down inside. It's like, the plan doesn't work for me. I don't need to plan. You're hooked in on the universe, on the world in another way. Okay, so know that, like, you are things that work for you don't work for everybody else. You have a lot. You are not driven by thinking too much, planning too much, by listening to your emotions too much. You're driven by fire. Okay, and when you want things, and you want them hard, and you love them hard, you know, you go out to get it. And like both these, is like, she's sitting on this sword, is the Ace of Wands. You're smart, you're capable, you have all this. That's what you're like, this kind of person. I think you're like this almost ridiculously smart person, that somehow like has no like need to prove that or to do anything with that, you know, like it's almost like you push the smartness away, you hide it, you hide your smarts, because like you don't want to per se go to college or university or study. It's like, no, you want action in your life. You want to, yeah, with fire, passion, action, fast movement, I think, with working with your body. So it's like maybe you're an athlete, maybe you're a fighter, maybe you are a stunt double, you know, you want something with action, and you do amazing things, and the scary thing about you is that behind all that fire is this smart person. This it looks like like they're just doing anything and they're lucky, like wow, they're just lucky, and it doesn't make sense, but actually you are a big fire with a big brain behind that. So don't forget that, okay? And I think you know that. I don't have to tell you that. It's more for other people that I have to would say that. It's like don't underestimate you then in this way, okay? He looks like or she looks like a wildfire or like fireworks, but yeah, you surprise people this way. And you want to go for what you want, and you have this strong how do I say that? You're very direct and strong in your communication. You'll be like, yes, no, that's what I want, that's not what I want, I like you, I don't like you, bye. You're a bit like this, like same here. It's like communication, and he's having this chopping axe. So and this is about decision making. You have no problems with that. Like decision made, hop, chuck, 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 chuck. Now can I go to do what I want to do? Or let's say you're dating with people. It's like you spend 5 minutes talking to them, and then you're like, okay, this isn't working for me. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna go. Bye. That's who you are, and you could say from the outside it's a bit cruel or harsh or arrogant, but that's not it. Is you know very well what you want, you're very smart, you don't have to spend all that time thinking about it. You're just a passion, like you can't sit there trying something that doesn't like feel right to you, that just doesn't work. So it's more like you know what you want, you know how to go out and get it, you know you're special, you know you're yeah, you don't want regular people, you don't want regular situations, you don't wait for people, and you look badass doing it. And to the outside it comes maybe across like yeah, like arrogant or aggressive, but that's a bit who you are. And you know, for me it's just a bit like really rock and roll. And you know, from the outside, if I came across you and you would cut me out, or you would maybe, I think you're one of those people that I would see that I really want to be friends with. I think you're really cool, and I don't know, that just don't but that I wouldn't be friends with, you know, like when I was young, somehow. And I think, like, I'm just saying that because I think you need to hear this. Like, from the outside, people really feel like they didn't get a chance with you, or that they didn't get a time to react with you. And I think that is a bit true. You're very good at knowing what you want and how to communicate that, and standing up for yourself and feeling confident, but other people don't. And that means that, yeah, you maybe decide really fast yes or no, but I think you need to consider that maybe people were not even being fully themselves, so you're basing your decision on something that's not really truth, right? So I think a thing you need to learn for yourself is that it's okay to look back. It is okay to look back and see if you made mistakes, or I think you're a bit scared of that, because I think on one level you know that you are you expect a lot from yourself and the world, and you just want to do your thing. You just want to do your thing, and you don't mean harm. But then it's like, if you're this fast hyper thing and everybody else is slow and kind of, you have to wait for them, and I think you have a tendency of just not waiting and just going. I think in your relationships you need to learn to look back and be okay with revisiting things, okay? So keep doing you, keep being you, but I think you need to learn that it's okay to go back around and try something again once in a while if you feel that. So don't push those feelings away. If you like, maybe you taste the flavor of ice cream and you're like, no, I don't like that, and then you see that everybody else loves it, don't fight the feeling of going back around. I think you're a bit of a like, no, I already decided I didn't like that, I'm not going to change myself, I'm not going to change myself because everybody else seems to like it. That's something like that, and that's defensive. So I think you need to be a little bit open to going back around and saying like, okay, maybe I need to try that again. And yeah, 9 out of 10 you're going to realize, yeah, I was right the first time, people are stupid. But 1 in 10 you're going to surprise yourself, you're going to let the world surprise you, and I think that's a bit of the challenge you have in this life, is to find a little bit of finesse in all that fire and that strength you have, you know? It's like, yeah, a little bit of finesse, a little bit of finesse. That's all, that's all. And anything else is just like, I can't say because I'm a bit jealous, like, that's why I'm getting, I would be jealous. I would be jealous of you. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, group 4. Must be nice. Bye.